What's up, nerds? It's Pat from the Nerds You're Looking For podcast, and I'm back for another Monday Madden Challenge video. First of all, I'd like to apologize. I had to skip this video last week. I kind of got caught up in a personal project of mine. For those that have been checking these videos out for a while, you know I have Mondays off, and I do a lot of my YouTube stuff on Monday. But for these Monday Madden Challenge videos, I only have kind of a small window because we post the podcast on Monday nights as well. So I kind of have a small window to record this video and then edit and then post it before the podcast is going to come out, because you kind of want to stagger those two things. And unfortunately, I lost track of time last week, and I realized that I wasn't going to have enough time to record and then edit and do all that good stuff. So unfortunately, I had to skip it. So I'm going to kind of try to make it up to you guys. I'm going to have a little bit longer video. This particular video, I'm going to try to recreate 3 different really cool plays that happened in yesterday's games. 2 of them were just ridiculous. I can't imagine them ever happening. The last one is going to be probably the hardest of the 3 to recreate. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so let's get started. The first play that I wanted to try to recreate in this Monday Madden Challenge is from the Chargers and Patriots game from yesterday. Melvin Gordon had an 87-yard run, and it was weird because I wasn't actually watching this game. That's not the weird part, but the weird part is the fact that he had such a long run, because he doesn't necessarily have the long speed that you would think of for a running back to break a big gain like that, but he had just enough. Like if it was 88 or 89 yards for the touchdown, he probably wouldn't have made it because he got tripped up towards the end. But I kind of wanted to try to recreate that play because I thought it was fun. I am a Melvin Gordon fan. That has a lot to do with the fact that I picked him last year in like the 7th or 8th round in my fantasy draft, and he ended up being just a star for me for most of the year. Like he kind of carried my team for a good chunk of the year. So one play that I really like to kind of try to get a big chunk with a yard or with a running play. I couldn't talk there. Words are hard, guys. Is the stretch play. This one is not particularly my favorite, and I might have to change it because I'm just not getting the look that I normally like in this particular run. And if I wasn't trying to break a big gain, especially with that last play, I would have tried to cut it inside and could have gotten 5 or 6 yards. But since I'm trying to break the big yardage, I'm not going to do that. Well, in that particular case, I should have, and I may have been able to cut it up and make a bigger gain. I mean, that could have been it right there. I just misplayed that one because I was so convinced I needed to make it on the outside to make this play work. And here we go. Oh, no, you spun the wrong way, dude. Come on. That sucks. I had it right there. I don't know if he would have made it because there would have been a guy trailing him, but... And this one sucks. Yeah, I'm going to change it. All right, so here we have the extra blocker in front. This typically works better, especially if you're trying to break a long run. Normally, I don't like the fullback in front of me, especially if I'm going to go inside. It seems like they just kind of clog up the hole a little bit. But with these outside runs, they are kind of useful, especially if we can get to that second level and get that safety. Maybe this guard will get that D end, and this tackle will get the outside linebacker, and my fullback can get that safety. But we'll see. He'll probably get that middle linebacker, which he didn't get anybody. Well, I mean, I made it work for a few yards, but, I mean, that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to break it big. I think we're going to go with the way the play is supposed to be ran, and I didn't get very good blocking on that. Normally, with these stretch plays, what I want to happen is I want the entire defense to kind of shift over to the strong side, and then I can call the weak side run, but they're not shifting as much as they normally do. Oh, here we go. Oh, no. He just doesn't have the long speed. I thought he had it right there. See, I don't think switching over to the other side is going to really do us a whole lot of good, but we'll see. The fullback just can't get over there. There we go. Fight. Get out of it. Oh, no. I thought maybe he was going to be able to break it because nobody was going to be paying attention to him. Okay, here we go. This is the one that we really want right here. Actually, and normally what I would do in this particular situation is I'd call a pass play and just run a fly with Keenan Allen because he's got a linebacker against him. But that's not the purpose of this particular video, or at least this part of the video. So what we're going to do is call it to the weak side and hope that Keenan Allen can get that linebacker blocked for enough to get us, and they didn't get the blocking. Oh, nice! I don't know what that move was. That was supposed to be a stiff arm. But, I mean, it kind of worked. It didn't do what we wanted it to do, but let's go with the strong side on this particular one. Oh, man. That was just bad blocking. I got no blocking on that one. The 2 plays ago might have been our best chance to get this. I think that safety might actually be blitzing. I don't think he was actually blitzing, but he just read that so quick. This is a tough one. I think I'm going to switch it, and if my fullback can get that linebacker, maybe I can beat that other linebacker. Yeah, here we go. Don't trail me. Don't get me. I think we got it. Yeah! Nice! And I like that little celebration. That was pretty cool. So there you go. And we're only in like 5 minutes into this video, so we're definitely going to try at least one more. There was a couple of cool plays that happened yesterday that I want to try to recreate on this video. And we're definitely going to get to at least one more. I thought this one would be the easiest one, so that's why I started off with it. So the next play that I wanted to try is probably my favorite moment from yesterday's games, just because I have Deshaun Watson and DeAndre Hopkins, and I was losing in one of my fantasy matchups, and this game, or this particular play, well, the game in general, because they both did really well, except for the 3 picks by Watson. Could have done without that, but he still got me almost 30 points, so I can't really complain, especially going against the Seattle defense. But this play ended up being like a 20 or 25 point play swing for me, because I have both the quarterback and the wide receiver. It was a big screen play. I don't remember exactly how long it was, but it was a good chunk. It was just a ridiculous play. I remember watching it and thinking it was one of those plays, because I have both of these players and you saw the flag, you're like, oh no, it's going to be a holding because it's a screen play, but it wasn't. It was against the Seattle Seahawks defense. I don't remember exactly what the penalty was, but I was just like praying that it wasn't against Houston, because that was a huge play for me. But the screen plays in real life are pretty effective, but for whatever reason in Madden, they kind of made them less effective, because in the years past, the screen plays, especially for the wide receivers, were like some of my favorite plays that you could do, because they were so effective. I just loved getting the ball in the hands of my playmakers. But for whatever reason, especially in this particular video, like, once they get the ball, they don't just go upfield. They have to have that like hesitation step. There we go, but it didn't really matter because they were all over me. And I'm really surprised that this play worked. Like, I think you run this play 100 times against Seattle's defense, and you get it to work the way it did one time, and it just so happened to be that one time. I mean, I'll take it. Like I said, it was a huge play for me, and it was probably the funnest play that I saw all of yesterday's games, mostly because of the fantasy angle. But that's what I love about fantasy football, is that a game that I normally wouldn't have cared too much about, I was going crazy for, because I had such a big vested interest in it. But this is really not working out. This is why this is a second play call that I decided to try to recreate, because I figured the Melvin Gordon play was probably going to be the easiest one to recreate. This one, a little bit more difficult, obviously. Here we go. Here we go. 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 You got this. Earl Thomas is not going to get you. There we go. On to the next one. That was awesome. That was probably my favorite one that we've done. Of all the recreations, because it was such a fun play, and I really didn't think I was going to be able to get it. Maybe I can get it again. Oh, nope. I shouldn't have gotten as many yardage as I got right there, because that guy was just sitting there waiting for that screen pass. But, yeah, let's move on to the next one. All right, so I saved the one that I think is going to be the most difficult to recreate for the last one that we're going to do. I don't think that this is going to go very well, but it was a huge play in the Sunday Night Football game between the Steelers and the Lions. It was a 97-yard bomb to Juju Smith-Schuster, which I think his name is awesome. And then his celebration was kind of cool as well. He pretended like he chained up his bike, which I guess you would have to know the story, which is that almost got intercepted. No, that wasn't the story, of course. Is that his bike had gotten stolen. Apparently he bikes to the games and his bike had gotten stolen and it got returned and everything, but his celebration was pretty cool. So I'm going to try to recreate this one. I don't think it's going to work. I think that's going to happen most of the time, is that I'm going to chuck it up to him to try to recreate the actual play itself, and it's going to either get intercepted or he's just not going to catch it. Here we go. Oh man, I thought that was our best shot. A lot of times with the aggressive catches, like the defender is going to try to get it too, and a lot of times if that happens, you can get him to miss you as far as the tackle is concerned, which obviously didn't happen right there. But I was offline with my throw because I had to basically run before I threw it, and that's bad. That actually would have worked if I had gotten like a second longer to throw the ball. I really want the coverage to be up close, is kind of the only way that we're going to actually get this to work. And there's a safety right there. So that happened on a couple of plays ago, except for I didn't try to stop. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. No! That was it right there, man. That's what we needed. Instead of him just falling down. That sucked. So a lot of times, just like that, I mean, obviously my wide receiver didn't catch the ball, but if you can get the defender to actually try to make a play on the ball, a lot of times that helps you. And he wasn't even looking at the ball. Man, this is a lot more difficult. I mean, I thought it was going to be difficult because that's why I saved it for last, because I didn't think I was going to be able to get this one. It's just so tough. But that's the great thing about the NFL, is that it's like crack cocaine, because these plays that you can't imagine ever happening happen so often in the NFL. See, right there, that's exactly what I was talking about. If you can get your wide receiver to go up for it, the defender was trying to make a play on the ball too. A lot of times you can make him miss the tackle because he's trying to make a play on the ball. Now, of course, it didn't actually work the way I wanted it to work in this particular version, or that particular play, which that was an awesome catch, by the way. That was amazing. But, I mean, that's kind of what I was saying, is that and I tried to run away from that guy and I ran right into him. Here we go. Nope. So if I can get him to make a play on the ball, maybe they can miss the tackle. Basically, in the actual game itself, Big Ben just saw that Juju had a step on the guy, tossed it up, and then he just ran past them. Which is not what's going to happen in this particular video. How are the defenders not making these interceptions is ridiculous. Like, they have not intercepted me once, technically, because they had that one where he caught it, but he caught it out of bounds. Wow, this is not going well. I might give this a couple more shots, but I'm just not even getting the coverage I need to make this play happen. They are just so far back that I have to wait a few seconds for him to even catch up to the defender. Because defenders are taught not to wait till the wide receiver gets to you to start backpedaling. They're going to backpedal from the get-go, and then once the guy gets to him, that's when they turn and run. But it's so hard. And then, like right there, oh, my freaking controller died. But I guess that's the game telling me that I should probably call it quits. So basically what I was going to say, if you guys noticed, was Antonio Brown was wide open, and normally I would have thrown it to him, but since I was trying to recreate that play, I was just going to toss it deep to Juju every single time. So that's it. I went 2 for 3 on this particular Monday Madden Challenge, which I think is pretty good because the plays that I was picking were really hard to recreate. So I got 2 of the 3 done. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, smash that like button. That helps us out a lot. Just kind of tells YouTube to circulate this video more than they normally would. And as always, I will put all of the other links to all of our stuff, including the podcast, The Nerd You're Looking For, in the video description. For Patrick Kuhn, I am The Nerd You're Looking For. Take it easy, guys.